Greetings and salutations. This your boy D.Boom for LLE.Ascension, aka LLE.Astrology, aka LLE Tarot. We are back once again with Twin Flames and Separation. The original first reading I did was Divine Feminine Situation. I put it down as a separation. I don't know, must have been half out of it or half asleep or something like that. So this is the actual Twin Flames and Separation reading. So if you ain't seen Divine Feminine Situation, check it out. I just uploaded Divine Masculine's demo. You can check that out. And let's continue on. The next readings will be finishing up. Well, actually, I'm just going to scrap the water signs for this week. I'll take care of y'all first going into next week for the next bi-weekly. Hopefully, I get them all done. This week, I just want to focus on divine readings. So next series of readings I'll be doing after today will be Twin Flames and Union, Reunion, and Recognition. I'm going to do probably a Twin Flame recap, either extended breakdown on either this reading or maybe either the masculine or feminine. I'm definitely going to do on Wednesday karmic reading. So stay tuned for all those. Thanks for everybody that's in tune with me. If you're trying to book a reading, please book ASAP. People are booking. Usually when one starts, they all fall. Got a few cased in already. People that's called me ahead of time for me to save space. I can save space, but like I say, I ain't gonna say it's like first come, first serve, but it kind of is. You know what I mean? I think you know how it works. So just make sure you send them in. I don't want to lose you guys, especially since y'all were kind of forthcoming with it. Those I'm talking to, you know who I'm talking to. Make sure you hit me up. Well, book. Y'all been hitting me up. Just make sure you book, all right? So let's get with it. First card in this message, which involves both masculine and feminine, we got the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is pain of going past the point of no return. You know, it was an initial path you both were going in together. It's the path y'all met each other on. You know, recognition with your twin doesn't happen unless you guys were supposed to have been at the right place at the right time at the right moment to spark this whole demonstration. That's how I look at this Twin Flame demonstration. I look at it from how it started. Two like-minded individuals being drawn to each other. That's what it was. Nothing more than that. Almost like a fucking adventure. It's like the Matrix, man. You know, I chose to take the pill to get me the fuck up out of here. Time and time again, I kind of think about what the fuck would have happened if I would have took the other pill. You know what I'm saying? But we here. Ain't go back in time. In fact, we gotta go past the point of no return with shit. And that's just going in the right direction. Ace of Swords, that's the original direction. Ace of Swords, that's the North Star. That's the compass. It's knowing where to go. And that's up. What's up? Goddess, what's up? We know the direction we was previously going with our twin. It's time to get back to that. How do masculines get back in tune with you, feminine? Through your sauce, Six of Cups. Like I say, you're the sauce maker, you're the sauce taker, you're the bartender, the bar patron, you're the drug dealer, the addict. It's just that relationship they got with you, and it's all because of the sauce. You're the saucy one. Divine feminine, thus they, you know, are drawn to you. That's how they came in the picture. It was your sauce. How you know what I mean, got A for a line with your twin was through your inside compass. Your inside compass directed you towards this person. Facts. Your internal compass was working now. Why the fuck it ain't working no more? You was able to meet somebody as grand as your twin. Why God didn't connect you with a person you need to, I don't know, take off financial wise, to take off on other levels of being too, right? Bottom line, what's more important than all that, masculine, feminine, we got accountability. King of Pentacles. This is an owner. He's also taking ownership. And a person, place, or thing. This is an alchemist, magician, witch of some sort, a master manifestor, a person that can manifest whatever the fuck they want. Or a person in a position to manifest whatever they please. Putting smoke on that, we got the Ten of Cups. This is happiness, or emotional fulfillment, or emotional contentment. This is being satisfied with the choice you made. Like you chose to create a business, or you chose to buy a business, or you chose to buy a property. This is you being happy in what you purchased. You married somebody. This is being happy with the person you decide to spend the rest of your life with, under the eyes of God and every motherfucking thing. You know what I mean? This is being happy with your decision or your commitment towards where you're going. You're a child sports star. It's been your whole dream to go to a particular college that your mama don't want you going to, so you end up choosing a college where she wants you to go, not where you want you to go. It's her dream, not yours. You feel it once you agree to her team. It feels different. This whole moment is supposed to be all about you, but instead it's about somebody else. But you took ownership in going in this direction. It ain't like your mama put a gun to your head and make you do that shit. You could have did it your damn self, but it's all ownership. You gotta live with the decisions that you made. Point blank, period. If you're happy, be happy. Don't be happy and settled. Oh, I'm happy because it's the best I'm gonna get. Or I'm happy because it's the best I'm gonna get, really. That's what selling is. It's the best you can get. Or the best you're trying to do. Or the best you finna acquire. Or the best you got time, energy, and resources for and shit like that. Like, this is the best bet. This is the best deal. This is the best decision ever. Because ask me, like, well, how's your life been ever since you started this channel, since you found purpose and shit? Yo, it was the best decision I ever made in my life. Stand behind that shit. You know what I mean? Who's the most person that influenced you in your life and shit like that? My twin flame. Best person I ever met in my motherfucking life. That's taught me the most shit. That I've learned the most from. That's kind of advanced and grew me as a person and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's Neo. Who's Neo? The one. He's the one. He's the one. Now, coming to the situation, feminine, you have the Six of Pentacles. This is homeostasis. This is being okay. Five of Pentacles, that's going without someone, someplace, or something. Something you was kind of trying not to lose, but it's gone. It's like a person that was sick that's passed, and you've moved on from it. It's a death that just recently happened, and you moving on from it. Not moved on, but moving on from it. This is the end of a relationship, the end of a job, the end of a commitment. You know? You're okay. Post non-commitment, post freedom, post retirement, post wherever you at in life. Feminine, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you got the goods. Queen of Cups. This is the psychic card. What's a psychic? Trusting your own intuition. You're good for intuition. You're good for making decisions, sound decisions. You're good for integrity. You're good for being a good person. This is also power. All divines have power. We all got powers. We're all fucking X-Men. It's our job to identify what power we have, why, so we can control it. So we don't hurt ourselves or other people and shit. And just like X-Men, we might be of use to the world. In whatever way we provide our services or our talents or our intellect or our skill sets or whatever it is. As long as we're getting square, that's what Six of Pentacles has always been. As long as you out here getting square for your power, for your purpose, for your shit, you cool. Once again, it's like church or your average psychic. Nigga, this business. Like, you got a lot of people who, I don't do it for the money. I'm just here to help people. Okay, that's cool. That's fine and dandy. But I know the time, energy, and resources it takes to do this shit full time. And a lot of these people are doing it full time, saying they're not in it for the pay. I do this shit kind of part time. But I'll let you know straight up. It's square. It's business. You send a payment, I send a message. The reason why you send a payment for my message, because I might tell you some shit you don't want to hear. I might tell a secret that you'll be the first to know. I don't know. Maybe I might have a message from somebody who's passed on and just delivered just for you. You're gonna get what you pay for. It's gonna be good, bad, or ugly. I ain't one of them psychics that says you're always gonna get a good message. Fucking with me, no. That's no. Where they do that at anyway? Like if you get what you get. You get what you get from me. You know what I mean? I'd rather you pay for the information you're gonna get because it might change your life in a way to where I want it to be business. Like, hey, it was business. You paid to know, you know. It ain't like I gave you a free reading and dropped this on your motherfucking lap for no reason. Thus, actions and reactions and, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta get square. If you provide a service, get square. Otherwise, you a fucking slave or a pimp. I mean, excuse me, a bitch. I mean, you ain't the pimp because you're getting pimped, so that makes you the hoe. You the hoe or somebody else's bitch. We talking about pentacles, right? Persons, places, things. Nigga, we in 220, right? Yeah, it's just like church, man. You gotta keep the church doors open, man. What you think they collect bread for? It's to keep meat, food, light in God's house, man. Because what is the church supposed to be? You're supposed to have a food kitchen service in there. Food program or something. Child program, community program, something. That's who need the food. That's who need the lights. That's who need the AC. That's who need shit. The homeless who come and get food here. The kids who come to stay the fuck out the streets because there ain't shit in the streets for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the getting square shit is in church. Motherfuckers want to bitch about money in church. Money is equivalent in anything, not just in church, but nigga, you give your motherfucking landlord a IOU or get this nigga a song instead of a payment. Nigga, stop. You don't get square like that. If you don't get square like that in life, how the fuck we gonna get square like that spiritually? It's across the board, baby. Can't take some shit and outland it and think that just because it's this or in this type of division that it's excluded from other shit. Like, fuck no. You can be rich as hell and just want to put yourself in a position to help anybody that comes near you. But guess what? I'm telling you, 70% of the world got problems. You will empty. You ain't got infinite cash. You might have infinite credit. There's no such thing as infinite cash. The world will take from you till there's nothing left. The devil will take from you till there's nothing left. You know, make sure you're getting square. You're a powerful individual. Don't settle for less. You out here doing free readings, then ain't nobody gonna pay you a dime for your 2 cents. I said shit 2 more times. You ain't out here getting square paid for your services, then like I said, motherfuckers ain't gonna pay you a dime for your 2 cents. Say you come up on something, the wheel. Say you come up on an understanding that everybody really needs to know. Say you come up on something. How are you gonna get that out? You, Mrs. or Mr. I do free readings. You, Mr. or Mrs. Cleo. You start charging 40 and 50, motherfuckers gonna laugh at you. Why? Because you ain't even have a starter price. You ain't even have, like, it wasn't even the beginning to this shit. You go from doing a straight free shit, high quality shit for the free to asking niggas gonna look at you crazy. What? Who do you think you are? It's like, I just gave you quality. You can't even pay 20 for this? It's like, nah, they're not. I say, the world's full of more takers than makers and shakers out here. So, you know what I mean? Just don't be a victim out here. Because who becomes victims? Good people. Love gets us killed. We finish last being nice guys and shit and girls and shit. Like, we get fucked up doing good. We support people only for them to stab us in the back or spit in our faces. Like, we do all this amazing shit only for it to be just considered average or 6 is square. Basic. We're much more than what the fuck we provide to the world. That's why we need to be at least getting squared for whatever the fuck you bring it to the world. You cook good, you the mama, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Get the cooking shit like that. All right, well, pay mama, pay big mama. What the fuck you mean? That chicken ain't free, them spices ain't free, that flour ain't free, them eggs ain't free. Pay big mama. Fuck you saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, you got entertainment. A family friend of yours, you got a restaurant. Like, I'm going to put a live entertainment in my restaurant. I'm going to have my son sing. He's going to be in entertainment. Because your son is singing, he's bringing people into your restaurant, thus bringing you in money. The best thing you can do is make your son a part. Put your son at least on the board. Pay this little nigga. He could be in the streets making twice as much money as what the fuck you even thinking about giving him, yet alone paying. Nah, compensation. Before I do a deal with anybody, I'm saying I'm already going to come at it with a 50-50 mind frame. It's how you talk that's going to make a difference between 50-50 or 70-30 or 60-40 or 9-10. You dig what I'm saying? I mean 9-1, excuse me, or 9-1. Like, it's where we go after this meeting of minds that's going to determine the final results. So I'm saying I should say this. Make sure your time, energy, and resources are getting compensated on a basic level. We're not talking about finessing. We're not talking about getting what you owe or some extreme shit. We just talking about basic level. My 2 cents are worth something. At least give me 2 cents for it. I mean, I help you all the fucking time. The least you can do is, I don't know, make something worth my time for once. Thank me in a way other than taking. Thank me in a way other than taking from me. That type of shit. Masculine, you come to the situation with the Knight of Cups. This is the Romeo card, like Romeo and Juliet and shit. Shitload of love in your heart that you want to give, but it's juvenile energy at the end of the day. So you got to be careful about having this much love, this much magnitude directed towards a person, place, or a thing if it's not being used constructively. More smoke. You got a shitload of passion, a shitload of love, a shitload of emotion. And it's like, this the type of emotion, this the type of love, this the type of joy. This is also the step past happiness, this Knight of Cups. This type of emotional energy, what's a cup? It's feelings and emotions. All a cup is a feeling and emotion. All a feeling and emotion is just an indicator of what mental direction you're going in life. You're overjoyed with emotion. And part of this big ass love, big ass passion is stemming from the Four of Wands. That's twin flame union, reunion, recognition, or home. Home is where the heart is. Ain't sure. I mean, it could be your actual home, but home is where the heart is. You can lose your home in a fire, flood, hurricane, tornado. You still got home somewhere. It's where the heart is. I remember my mother lost everything when we was kids. Single mom, 3 kids. She lost everything, but she had us. You hear me? She had us, we had her. When we lost our home, we lived in a truck. 1-row seat Mazda truck. We was tiny at the time. Not like kids, but like youngins. I think I was like 9, 10. Little bro like 7, 8. Homeless. Briefly, we slept in the truck. It felt like home. We in Las Vegas at the end of the day. It's hot as fuck 80 times of the day. And that motherfucker, like, we slept in the truck. That shit was like Swiss Family Robinson. We kids. One thing my mom always did was play off our emotions. Had that truck feeling like home, like it was a home. It was neat. The way mom set it up, the way she built it out of a tent, where we stayed at was weird, but it was like safe. Home is where the heart is. Even though we was homeless, we felt safe with mom in that truck that night. And I mean, when like we was scared like slaves running from the plantation to master and shit. Yeah, I mean, home is where the heart is. You know what I'm saying? But home is also where the hate is, where some of the greatest become greater. The reason why my mom ended up out her home is because she was kicked out of it by her bitch ass husband, little bro dad and shit. But yeah, I mean, like when home is where the heart is. The day you can literally be fucking homeless. You always got a home, and that's something your masculine is overjoyed about, whether he's it or not. Whether he's in a good situation or bad situation, whether he has everything or nothing. I think your masculine knows it's crystal clear. He has a home. But then this whole demo. Feminine, you in regards to yourself personally, you got the 8 of Pentacles. This is a life. Masculine had this in his read. You got this in your little energy right here. This is having a life. What's a life? That's having something to lose. What's a life? That's 8 of Pentacles. That's an 80%. That's a good standing position. It took a lot of time, energy, and resources for you to get to an 80% in life, which is having one, a life. 70%, that's a C. That's passing. It's a C. It's passing, but it ain't good. This is good. Having a life is good. Almost having a life or trying to get your life established or together, that's different. Having a life and not having one is 2 different fucking things. Having a bed and not having a bed is 2 different things. Having a car or not, it's 2 different things. Being an adult or not is 2 different things. Being legal or not is 2 different things. Being ready or not, it's 2 fucking different things. It's a thing. What's a thing? It's a pinnacle. Something you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear and shit, right? All right. Feminine, you in regards to yourself, you see your life and everything in it, and you seeing why things have happened. Like the mental decisions you've made to kind of get a life. We all get to the point as feminists, this is us in regards to ourselves and shit. I'm the mind feminine, in case you didn't know. All feminists get to a point in their life where they start to look at why things are going good or why things are happening nice. Because we know when shit ain't clicking. We can clearly recognize when shit ain't clicking. We can clearly recognize when we have a problem, when things must be done. You know? So when we seeing shit that's good, it's like, okay, what was I doing around that time? Like, who did I fuck with? What was I doing? Like, you get superstitious with it. Like, what outfit was I wearing that day that you know, that the tide changed and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you looking at your life and the things in it. The main reason you got a life, 8 of Pentacles, is because you 7 of Pentacles accordingly. What's the 7 of Pentacles? Passings, you know. It's the Rere card, R-E-R-E. You reversed a few moves. You relocated. You rearranged a few pentacles. You rearranged a few people. Replaced a few people. Reanalyzed a few people. Reneged on a few things, people, places, and shit. You switched some pentacles around. Thus, you have your life back. What's the 5 of Pentacles? That's the dark night of the soul. That's failure. That's being asked the fuck out. Now, when you ask the fuck out, you need to do the same shit. Look and see who around your life when you have nothing. Who was around, who ain't around now. Or the people who took from you, which is why you have nothing. Or the people who doored you and backstabbed you and shit like, you know what I mean? That's the shit you look at. Damn, who was around? Yeah, they was around during that time. I told myself I was going to stay away from them, but I didn't. This was happening around that time. I told myself I wasn't going to involve myself in it, but I did. But guess what? We all bounce back from the dark night of the soul. That's the 6 of Pentacles. Homeostasis. We all get squared from fucked up shit. You know? Masculine, in regards to the feminine, we got the 8 of Wands. This is going to be very crucial. It's just communication. You're going to have to communicate with your twin. And communication is 80% nonverbal, so it's what you're not saying that's being very important too, especially to a good reader. 80% is nonverbal. 80% communication is nonverbal, so it's the shit that's not being said that says something. Like I say, motherfuckers get mad at me all the time. Well, boom, it ain't what you said, it's how you said it. And I think that's fucked up. Okay, whatever. At least I said it. It's better than me not saying nothing at all. It's better than me than not addressing the elephant in the room. It's better than me than not keeping it fucking real than sugar-coated in Disney like the rest of these motherfuckers. Like, it's better for me to reveal the truth than for motherfuckers to be Ray Charles to it. Communication. Some people can say shit, some people can't. I said some shit in year 2 that caused me shit. It cost me 1,000 subscribers. I went from 4.1K to this 3.5, 3.6 shit I've been tilting on for about a year straight. Sub-wise. I don't buy subs. I don't buy views. You could tell. You could tell. You know what I'm saying? I've said a few things that's cost, like I said, 1,000 subscribers is a lot. Despite what these big face motherfuckers be talking about, what they pay for ass shit, but it ain't about all that. You know, at the end of the day, actions speak louder than words. It ain't about communication, it's what you're doing. Your actions communicate to me. What you're not saying communicates to me. I ain't just looking for words. I see straight through them shits. By the time I do get the words, I already know what the actions is about. Masculine, you got something to say, make sure you say it. Because if you don't say it, it's going to get heard anyway. But by you not saying it, it's kind of going to, I don't know, assist in a permanent ending that's going to happen because of it. It's happening with everybody we feeling or really in love with. It's like when you first met your twin. It's like when you first met the love of your life and shit. It was that moment when it was like pure silence and nothing mattered. It's just y'all talking. It's like y'all two talking, communicating. It's like the whole world around you is dead. Everything is dead. It's like permanently ended. Like it's not even there. Permanent ending. It's like it's not even there. When I first met my twin, I'm telling you, from our first conversation to like our first conversation was like it was like a blur. I remember the day clear. Feel me? Then I remember what led to the conversation. You feel me? Like nothing mattered. Like our first conversation, that shit was so magical. I don't even remember. Like I said, it's time for one conversation, one convo. It's like it's been a wrap ever since. Nothing has been the same since talking to this dude. Dig what I'm saying? And it was just like, that was the first initial conversation, like the first real conversation we ever had. To the source. So rap, that's put the nail in the coffin with this nigga, with everybody else. Like, yo, he the one. Who's the divine masculine? Neo. Who's Neo? The one. That's when I knew my divine masculine was the one. Few actions he did. Few things he did. What's a one? It's action, behavior, shit you doing, shit you've done. Not shit you finna do because you ain't did it yet. It's a few things my masculine did. A few things he's doing, but a few things my masculine did. A few behaviors. That was shown. That was done. To kind of put the nail in the coffin as far as anybody else being the one. Like, I remember vividly even accepting that my divine masculine was a man. Even accepted that the woman that I was trying to make my divine feminine wasn't, because I'm the fucking divine feminine in this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole accepting this whole process, like that shit, me even communicating that to my twin led to our first separation. Communication, I came out the motherfucking bag. Next card, feminine, we got the Seven of Swords. This is, like I said, you get my book, you'll see the stages of how you're going to approach this shit, or how you need to approach this shit. My personal opinion, reunion can last 2 weeks to 2 years. Mine lasted 2 years. So for 2 fucking straight years, me and my twin was fucking 2 peas in a pot. All this shit came from that first ignition, from that first recognition to the shit we was on. It was magical. It was like some shit I can't even explain. The best way I can describe it was Disney. Real out of this world shit. I told you, from the day we talked, ain't nothing been the same before. So the first 2 years was like bliss. Till I came out the bag with him. I had to communicate. And not just communicate, I had to speak the truth. Somebody got to speak the truth. Somebody got to let the cat out the bag. I had to tell him what this was. Facts, truth, what this is. This is the divine feminine you in regards to the divine masculine. Year 2. Came out the bag. Hey, I'm a divine feminine. You a divine masculine. I'm your divine feminine. You're my divine masculine. But nigga, we two dudes. I know, had to explain. Nigga, you a man, like you a man, why you coming at me like this? Cops. I'm telling you, keep it 100. Keep it 100 with my thoughts, the direction that I'm going with them. I knew the direction I had to go on masculine soon. I found out I was the divine feminine. So when I found out I had a purpose and had to find that. And once I found the purpose, 3 of wands, boom, 4 of wands. It all made sense. It all hit home. Yeah, damn, I gotta let them know. Because by me coming out the bag, I let them know every emotion I had, every thought I ever had of them, every action that I did because of meeting him. Like, shit, I'm manifesting now him being my life. And how he's the reason for all of it. Like, I got powers now. I'm like, I got powers, bro. Like, real shit. I didn't have none of this shit till I met you. Understanding, like, grand awareness, nigga. Like, nigga, I'm a super nigga, like, because of you. I mean, fuck, you know? But it was more so the emotions because we two dudes. Everybody got lines, so, you know, I definitely crossed that emotional line. Like, I definitely came at him with some shit you wasn't ready for. I wasn't ready for it, but I'm more advanced, so, and I'm acceptable with shit. I'm not homophobic and nothing like that. Twin act like he is, but, you know, I'm not at all. But, you know, just kind of came out the box. And that led to our first separation. He just pieced me the fuck out. Instantly. Instantly. It was just like, well, fuck that. His reaction was a good reaction. Like, I emailed all this shit. He sent the reply. So I still keep to this day. Quirky, witty, 1-sentence reply. Which I cherish to this day. I'm not going to tell you what that was because we got to keep all our secrets and shit. But seeing him physically, running into him physically after that, different. Nigga act like I was a monster. It's weird. From us literally being 2 peas in a pod to like separation. Then it was the best move I ever made. At the time, it felt like the dumbest mistake ever. But that's what solidifies you long term. It's coming out the box early. Not coming out the box late as fuck 8 years later, you finally coming out your heart. Oh, you're the one, I love you, and there's no one like you, and I've seen all these things, and I've had dreams, and I had visions. Like, it's like, nah, at this point, are you sure I'm that? You know, you come out the box early in y'all demo, so where late in the demo when your masculine finally understands what that shit meant early, it hits home more than your masculine hearing new shit. I told you, it ain't the shit you saying, it's the shit you ain't saying. That's gonna help or hurt you. Like my mom, the way she dealt with us. If she's the last person to know about some shit her kids involved in, she stopped fucking with us. Not permanently, but she definitely let it be known, nigga, I got a problem with you. Whether that's you, I found out you got a girl pregnant. You don't tell me. Everybody know but your mama. How the fuck? Like, it's the shit I be telling y'all. That's one thing she always told us. Don't let me be the last to fucking find out about y'all. That shit makes me look stupid. That's the shit y'all get. Till y'all get kids, y'all understand. Till y'all get kids, stop fucking playing with me by not letting me know shit that's going on with y'all, because y'all just looking stupid and y'all making me look dumb. Don't do that. My mom hated that shit. That's one thing she hated. Was that. You know what I mean? It can hurt you later in life. Not saying shit can hurt you. Not telling the truth can hurt you. If you ain't keeping it 100, then you hiding it. And that ain't keeping it 100. It might cost the person not fucking with you. Like I said, it happens in love all the time. You know how many times I jumped out the window for love and felt on my ass? I felt on my ass jumping out the window for my twin, for my divine demo. Yet of all the various karmic situations in my life, saying all this shit to say this, you can never lose with truth. Truth sets you free. Because guess what happened after I came out the box with my twin? Now, we could talk about anything. By me letting that secret out, that cat out the bag, all it did was just open the door open for us to be secret keepers. I told a lot of shit about me. Shit that the world does not know. Don't need to. I know a lot about my twin that the world does not know. It don't need to. Totally two different levels of secrets. Both juicy. Both deep, but both on two other different levels. Ain't nobody gonna find this shit out about my mans. Ain't nobody gonna find this shit out about me. We secret keepers. That's a special bond as a person you can keep a secret with. My twin knows shit my mama don't. I know shit. But my twin, his family, whatever, will never know. You know what I'm saying? That's the bond. But that shit didn't happen until I came out the bag for the first time. Thus making this a connection you can keep secrets with. If you get my drift. Masculine, you in regards to yourself, you in a whole new world like Aladdin. Like I said, once I came out the back with my twin, he was in a whole new world like Aladdin. Like I say, brand new, nigga, brand new. It's like he didn't know how to take what he heard. Like what guy tells another guy the shit that I probably told him. I'm sure you heard it before from another person, but it wasn't forthcoming like this. And I had to tell my twin how I felt. Why? Because I wasn't going to walk another day. I wasn't going to walk another month. I wasn't going to walk another year without letting this nigga know what's going on in my mind. What's going on in my heart. This is how I'm really feeling. This is what I'm trying to make sense of what the fuck we are. Like, we more than friends. Like my dad, my nigga. Like, this is a connection or a bond we came up on. I told you, when two twins meet, it's like two rogue stars, you know, coming in with each other's orbit and orbiting each other. They're rogue stars. Obviously, they started as binary stars that eventually got spat out from one of their host stars. Thus, they become rogue stars. Like, imagine that shit. I'm pretty sure it's happened in the universe, because the universe is so grand and so big. Shit like this can happen. These two rogue fucking stars. What's the odds of two rogue stars spat out from their hosts running past each other? And not just running past each other, but fucking boom, they binary stars. That's going to be very beneficial. As far as to you two rogue stars, you know, the whole pulling together of two people, of two hearts, of two minds, of two souls and shit, of two twins. It's deep. It's deep. And all your masculine can see is just what's left of the surface level post Seven of Swords. Told you. For those that just met their twin, if this is like year one going into year two, this is year one going to year two. Like I say, it shouldn't take no more than 2 years to come out the bag. Tell your masculine that he's your masculine, but you're his feminine, that it's y'all rolling shit. Like, it's gonna suck. He's not gonna get it. It's gonna backfire on you, but it's gonna be the best shit ever. All it's gonna do is open up doors that need to be open early, right during this time. Okay, I've seen a lot of twin flame demos dissipate due to no communication or lack of communication or what's being said and what's not. You know what I mean? You can't have no secrets. You're gonna have to keep it 100 at the expense of the what ifs. Masculine, the only reason you want a whole new world like Aladdin is because you just feel you're just unaware. You just don't know. You don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, that was my masculine's first initial reaction. He didn't know what the. It's like, nigga, I don't know you from a can of worms, but you come out the bag like that. We went through enough experiences to where I felt he was ready to hear what I had to tell him. I felt we shared enough experiences to where he was ready for what the fuck I had to tell him. You know when to do shit and when don't. I'm a Leo. I've always been very good at like calculated moves and shit. You know. After the melee, well, my twin flame got in attendance of the situation. It's brand new, but he chose to be in attendance. I would say this was about, I'm 212, came off the bag like 214. I say about 215. He was ready. He was in attendance, like, okay, I'm asking you a feminine, okay, how does this work? Okay, like what the fuck? You know what I mean? He was very inquisitive. He was cool. You know, until karmic situations started happening. He got in a few, I got in a few. Seems like when me and him really got in karmic situations, away from each other, a lot of bullshit came up. Mixed emotions from me, mixed emotions from him. He's getting told a lot of shit about how the fuck he should feel or what's normal, what's not. I'm getting told the same shit. You know, I'm allowing other karmics to interfere with him, vice versa. It's one thing you and your twin going through the shit just together. It's just y'all two going through separation or reunion and going through ups and downs together. Okay, that's one thing. But it's another thing, because we're normal, we're human fucking beings, when we got other people involved. When family gets involved, it gets deeper. When the karmics get involved, it gets deeper. It's just more obstacles, more people in your way. It's like you want to make something happen or you want a dream to come true. Best thing you could do is just execute it. Stealth. And when you finish, just show it to the world once it's done. Worst thing you can do is give people blow by blow, play by play what the fuck's going on to where people can use your info against you or know what play you gonna have before you can play it. Masculine was just unaware, but at least he's in attendance. And if your masculine becomes in attendance post-awareness, it's just a sign, man. Your masculine's in it for the long run. I learned early your masculine's in it for the long run. That's why I shouldn't be tripping off this point. Tell you, I'm 8 years in with my twin, like, yeah. For those, it's been longer. You know what I mean? But it's time. It's actions and its manifestations that's going to dictate a lot. So, future final row, feminine going to the future, you got yourself. You're a queen of wands at the end of the day. You're divine feminine. Ain't nothing karmic about you. You might get karmic every now and then, but ain't nothing karmic about you. Ain't nothing shady about you. Ain't nothing foul about you. You know what I mean? In fact, you one of a kind. In fact, like I say, there's no other person on this world that vibrates and resonates on a frequency that you vibrate and resonate on, feminine. So don't ever get it twisted thinking somebody on your level, on your frequency, on your vibration. Nah. It's one of a kind shit, and you're gonna have to accept how one of a kind you are. You're gonna have to accept your sauce. And you're gonna have to accept your masculine. If you accept your masculine flaws and all, your masculine gonna accept you flaws and all. If you keep it 100 with your masculine will keep 100 with you. If you on your path in life, your masculine gonna find his path in life. If You ain't got a role for your life. How the fuck your masculine gonna find his role in your life? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't ascending, how your masculine offended? It's monkey see, monkey do. It's been like that. You gotta be on your shit in order for your masculine to be on his. Final smoke on you and him here. Y'all win every time y'all come together. Y'all winning pair. You a queen of wands, he's a king of wands. That's a winning pair. Actions, actions, actions. That's what this shit is about. Y'all two got shit to do together and for the world. Y'all gonna win being together, but y'all also gonna win one for the world working together, wanding together, doing ing, whatever y'all inging, whatever's going on, going, doing, whatever's ing. Masculine, you going to the future, 7 of Cups. Where the fuck you need to be. 7 of Cups, that's the Pimp Cup Chronicles. 6 of Cups, that's being all that. Everybody's all that. Everybody's a child of God. Everybody is fair in the eyes of God. Everybody is somebody. Everybody is loved. Everybody deserves happiness. Everybody is in the same boat. Okay? But you're going to have to differentiate yourself from everybody else on the boat. You're going to have to be more than a number. You're going to have to be more than a face. You're going to have to be more than a sauce. You got to be all that in the bag of chips. You're going to have to stand the fuck out. The reason why your feminine became the apple of your eye is because she stood the fuck out. And the fact that she was just saucy, that sauce stood out. Just like your feminine stood out, you stood out to her. It's the same frequency. What you looking for is what your feminine was looking for. What you are, your feminine is. All that in a bag of chips. All you gotta do is just work on being all that in a bag of chips. The reason why your feminine all that in a bag of chips, it took work. Something you learned. To be all that in a bag of chips, it's gonna take work. And that's just what you learn. You go into the future knowing exactly what work is gonna take for you to get to where you wanna be. Most of this change is happening masculine within yourself. It's happening within yourself. There's certain changes within yourself you want to change or are changing, and that's why you kind of MIA from the world. You ain't just MIA from your feminine, you MIA from the world. Some of your feminine don't get, but some she gonna get eventually. You know, MIA for a reason. And it's just basically built off fear. Fear is the number one obstacle amongst masculines getting into with their feminines. Fear. I just fear me and you are too much unalike than alike. I fear me and you come from two different backgrounds, that this is not going to work out. I fear me and your mind, me and your religious views are different. Me and your paths are too different. Me and your families are too different. Me and your age is too different. Me and your whatever, you know what I'm saying? Calls, whatever the fuck it is. Your master's going to think it's different. So your master's going to have to understand how much of you is in him so he can really become his true self. It's your true self. Feminine, it's your true self that makes up a lot of what your divine masculine is. But once again, this is all shit he's gonna have to understand. So, final message: what does divine masculine tell you in fourth and fifth dimension? Nine of Swords. Masculine just a little stressed out mentally, losing sleep, losing teeth, losing hair, losing weight the wrong way out here, just to get this awareness that he needs to get to you, just to get this awareness that he needs to get through, just to get the awareness that he needs to kind of maintain this whole journey as a whole. Feminine, what you want to say in the fourth, fifth dimension, 7 of Wands, internal conflict. You let a masculine know, you let yourself know, hey, nothing happens without internal conflict. You can do good and feel bad about it. I'm going to say this shit 2 times. You can do good and feel bad about it. Like, I remember in my early 20s, teens, late teens, early 20s, I was like a camp counselor, Christian camp counselor. I was a after school mentor. Like, I used to help kids with their homework. Tutor. I used to be a tutor. I used to do a lot of shit for kids. Like I said, I got badass abandonment problems. So, like, I used to see my dad in 20 years. Last time I see my biological father, I was like 13. I'm 33, you know what I'm saying? So, I used to hate seeing kids with their dads or kids that had dads. Shit, I'd just be like, fuck y'all and y'all whole little blonde and shit. Like, I ain't never had that. Like, bitter. I was very bitter at one point in life. You know what I mean? Like, seeing kids with their dads just pissed me off. I used to hate fathers that. Because I have one, my brother had a dad, my mama had a dad, everybody had a dad. I ain't never had one, you know what I'm saying? So that day used to be whack for me. That was part of my internal conflict and shit. Can't help no kid do some shit to help build his self-esteem, only to get mad when I see, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I can't explain it. And for those, it could be different shit, but that was one for me. Not hating on these people having good magical moments. It's just, I didn't have that. I will never have that opportunity. So a lot of things I won't have. You know what I mean? It's just my internal conflict with it. So, feminine is letting you know masculine. And letting you know too, feminine, no matter how hard it get, make sure you stay on top of that shit. Don't let it get past the point of no return. Don't let how you feeling come out. You can hate a motherfucker all day. You can dislike some shit all day. But it's until you put actions and behavior into that shit, that's going to really make it extreme. Or really make it a problem. Or really make it some shit that's just past being in your heart and mind. But if it's in your mind, it's going to get to your heart. If it's in your mind, you need to shake that shit. Or fix that shit before it spreads. Hate spreads like a virus. Jealousy spreads like a virus. Love spreads like a virus. You know what I mean? Sickness spreads like a virus, nigga. Like, it spreads. So you gotta cut shit at the head. The final message of this reading: Five of Pentacles, Dark Night of the Soul. Failure. It happens. But we all pass after failure. We get to the Six of Pentacles. We all get past failure. Everybody in this world has got past failure. Failure is going to be something that's going to reoccur. Like death, it's going to reoccur. The more you stay alive, the more funerals you're going to go to, because death is ever present. Failure is ever present, whether that's on us or other people's failures that fucks around and fail us and shit. It's the energy that's going to happen. Don't ever be afraid when the Five of Pentacles come out. All the Five of Pentacles should be is just, an L, which is a lesson, not a loss. When the Five of Pentacles come out, you shouldn't embody the energy to where you focus on is lack, scarcity, what you don't have, what you ain't got enough for, what you can't get. That's embodying it as an energy, which you don't do. What you do with Five of Pentacles is let this energy pass. It's like when the devil comes out. Or it's like a bug you ain't finna touch. I mean, many times I've been in timeshare someplace far away from Chicago and shit. Like, I'm somewhere in California, some goddamn. I see a bug I ain't never seen before. Like, I ain't fucking with that bug. I'm gonna let him do him. Obviously, he the apex predator in here. If I kill him, then I guess what he killing gonna come around. So I'd rather have him around and kill what I don't see. I see him, but obviously it's shit in here I don't see that I need to be aware of. So it's like, you see a spider, but you don't kill the spider because this is a weird ass looking spider. So you can only imagine what this weird ass looking spider is eating. And it's big enough to where it's kind of eating shit you kind of want ate. Cause, like I say, it's bad. You got bugs, but hey, you gonna make do. You know what I'm saying? It's like you invested a lot into a relationship. The relationship didn't happen. Cool. Yeah, you didn't come out on top as far as what you came in with, but you dodged a bullet. Like that person in itself was a bullet you dodged. So you might have lost the pentacles here, but at least you ain't lose your life. At least you ain't lose everything fucking with this person. At least you have another day. Masculine, feminine. Watch who y'all have in y'all space, y'all cipher. You know what I mean? Because they're going to play a big part on you trying to get close to other people who need to stay in your cipher or your place or your space. That's the message I got. I hope I can be a good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Deuces.